The final BREAM round of AFC Series 10 sees Team BCF in a desperate position to get points on the board. Their humiliation at the hands of Mercury last round will give them extra incentive to perform well today. Hobie is keen to have a better day than their first outing. Their mission is to claw back some ground from Mercury's unassailable lead.
Team Hobie, Team BCF, welcome to match number 3. You will start in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go.
With world-class anglers coming from the US and Japan to compete with Australia's finest, AFC is the pinnacle of fishing around the world. Just north of Australia's famous Fraser Coast lies Port Curtis, our BREAM arena. A massive shallow bay protected by facing island to the northeast. Many small islands inside the bay are surrounded by small coral reefs and home to many species of fish. Our quarry today is both yellowfin and pikey BREAM. Anglers will have to manage fast-running tides, changing water clarity and rocky outcrops to triumph over these testing conditions.
We have gorgeous conditions here today at Gladstone. Clear skies, light winds. The weather is sensational, and I'm expecting the fishing's going to be likewise.
Come on, you angry little fish. Have a chew.
It was a very different day today out on the water. We had a couple of little rocky outcrops that we could see sort of leading out over a flat, and we sort of pulled up into there and started to throw some hard bodies over the flats, and we got a fish nice and early.
That's a BREAM.
Yes, that is. It's only small.
That was quick.
Nice start.
Good job, fella. I'll go in and get another one.
Our prediction was spot on, and 10 minutes into the session, we've seen our first fish on the board. Team Hobie are fishing a slightly different location than what we've seen in the other matches. They're fishing a flooded flat, and they're keying in on some rocky locations. The activity's high. I'm expecting we're going to see some more fish very soon.
As we were heading out this morning, I was pretty unsure where we were going to go. I knew what we were going to do, but I wasn't sure about what we were going to, like which exact bank we were going to hit. And as it turns out, I just saw one as we were driving along. I said, look, that looks fine. And within about, I'd say, probably 10 casts, hooked a BREAM around 32 fork length. We would have been really happy with that, and unfortunately, we didn't have the net ready. You got it?
No, quick, move your foot.
And it was sitting at the side of the boat with a look barely in its lip, and I took one more run and fell off.
You got it?
Yeah, we had a bit of a slow start, especially dropping a fish early, like within the first probably 10 minutes of our first spot.
Unbelievable. Finally get one on, he gets off. He was just sitting beside the boat.
But we had a better tide than yesterday. Gilly just spotted them and seen a bit of flow coming around the tips of these points, which is always a good spot, you know, for a feeding BREAM.
Yeah, fishy, fishy.
And then some of them had bays the other side where you get a bit of a back eddy and a bit of a backflow in the bay, and they were the areas that we seemed to get our nibbles and bites today.
Oh, there's a bite.
Huh?
Got a bite then.
Yep. I don't know if he'll make it. Might go close. He's legal, just. Whew. Spot on. Okay, we got 23 fork. We got one!
Yeah!
BCF just got a fish. 23, 275.
Cool.
I grew up in Tarrant Point in southern Sydney on the Georges River and was introduced to fishing by my father when I was around 4. By the time I was 6, I was wearing a life jacket going on my own down on the jetty. Pretty much spent every holiday there was from school on the water in a boat and tried a few other interests, but none of them stuck. You can't learn without putting time on the water. You know, there's lots of people who say, oh, it can't be that hard to get 5 bream. You'd think it's pretty easy, and most of the time it is easy. But under tournament conditions, everything changes, and yeah, that would be my strength, just learning to cope with those sorts of challenges.